Jack carried the weight of heartbreak. Every failed relationship, a fresh wound on his soul, each goodbye a painful echo in his ears. At 35, he was no stranger to love's sting. He'd loved deeply, only to be left shattered. Hope flickered, then faded. His first love, Lily, had been his everything. He was young and naive, blinded by passion. Their breakup left him reeling, his heart a raw, open wound. The pain was so intense, he swore off love. It was a promise he couldn't keep. Years passed. He met others. He tried to move on. Each attempt at love ended in disappointment. The sting of rejection became a familiar ache. He started to believe he was destined to be alone. The fear of being unlovable crept into his heart. It whispered doubts in his ear. Was he not good enough? Was he meant to walk through life alone? The questions haunted him, pushing him further into despair. Despite the pain, Jack refused to give up on love. He yearned for it, craved the warmth of a soulmate. He dove into the swirling vortex of dating. Blind dates, online dating, setups by friends. He tried it all. Each attempt started with a glimmer of hope. Maybe this time would be different. Maybe this time he would find the one. Each time, his hopes were dashed against the rocks of reality. He met women who were charming, beautiful, and witty. But the spark was missing. The connection felt forced, superficial. He longed for something deeper, a love that went beyond surface-level attraction. Jack grew weary of the game. The constant rejections chipped away at his self-esteem. He started to question his own worth. Was he asking for too much? Was true love just a fairy tale? Just as Jack's spirit began to dwindle, he met Anna. It was a chance encounter at a bookstore, a shared love for classic literature drawing them together. She had eyes that sparkled with intelligence and a smile that could light up a room. Anna was different. She listened intently as he spoke, her gaze never wavering. She didn't judge his past or the vulnerability he dared to share. She saw him, truly saw him, and accepted him with open arms. He was drawn to her warmth, her genuine compassion. She possessed a quiet strength that resonated deep within him. For the first time in a long time, Jack felt seen, heard, and understood. Their conversations flowed effortlessly, hours melting away like minutes. He found himself sharing his deepest fears and insecurities with her, something he had never done with anyone before. As Jack spent more time with Anna, he felt a shift within himself. Her presence was a soothing balm to his wounded heart. She listened without judgment, offering comfort and support. She wasn't afraid of his past hurts. She encouraged him to talk about his experiences, to release the pent-up pain he had been carrying for so long. With her, he felt safe enough to be vulnerable. Anna had a way of making him believe in himself again. She saw his worth, even when he couldn't see it himself. Her belief in him ignited a flicker of hope he thought had long extinguished. He began to let go of the bitterness and resentment he had harbored for so long. He forgave himself for past mistakes, for the love he had lost and the pain he had endured. Section 5. A Love Ignited. Their friendship blossomed into something deeper. What started as a shared love for books evolved into late-night talks, shared dreams, and stolen glances. Jack found himself falling for Anna, and for the first time, it felt different. This wasn't the reckless abandon of his youth or the desperate longing for connection. This was a love born out of respect, admiration, and a deep understanding of each other's souls. He loved her kindness, her intelligence, her infectious laugh. He loved the way she made him feel, safe, cherished, and loved unconditionally. Being with her felt like coming home after a long, arduous journey. Anna, too, found herself drawn to Jack's gentle nature and his kind heart. She admired his resilience, his unwavering belief in love despite the hardships he had faced. She saw the pain he tried to hide, and she loved him all the more for it. Section 6. Whispers of Doubt. Their love story wasn't without its challenges. As their bond deepened, so did Jack's fear. The past haunted him, whispering doubts in his ear. Could he allow himself to be truly happy? Could he trust that this time would be different? He found himself pushing Anna away, testing her limits. He needed reassurance, constant proof that she wouldn't abandon him like all the others. His insecurities threatened to sabotage the very love he craved. Anna, patient and understanding, recognized the fear behind his actions. She knew that his past had left him wounded and wary. She met his doubts with unwavering love and support, assuring him that she was here to stay. She refused to let his past dictate their future. She challenged his negativity, reminding him of the strong foundation they had built together. She taught him the true meaning of trust, to have faith in the love they shared. Section 7. The Sting of Betrayal. Just when their love seemed unbreakable, tragedy struck. A moment of weakness, a lapse in judgment, threatened to shatter their world. Betrayal, like a venomous snake, slithered into their paradise, leaving its poisonous mark. The details were irrelevant, the pain all too real. Trust, so carefully rebuilt, crumbled around them. Jack once again felt the familiar sting of heartbreak. The fear he had harbored, the doubts he had suppressed, roared back to life. He retreated into himself, building walls to keep everyone out, even Anna. He couldn't bear the thought of experiencing that kind of pain again. The thought of being vulnerable, only to be hurt again, was unbearable. Anna, her heart shattered by his actions and the subsequent wall he built, refused to give up on him. She understood that his pain ran deep, that his instinct was to protect himself from further hurt. But she also knew that love couldn't flourish in the shadows of fear and mistrust. Section 8. Picking up the pieces. The road to forgiveness was long and arduous. Both Jack and Anna had to confront their own demons, their own insecurities and past hurts. They sought solace in therapy, in the wisdom of trusted friends, and in the quiet moments of reflection. Jack had to acknowledge the destructive nature of his actions, the pain he had inflicted on the woman he loved. He had to confront his own demons, the fear and insecurity that drove him to betray the one person who had shown him true compassion. Anna, grappling with her own hurt and anger, had to decide if she could forgive him. Could she move past the betrayal, the shattered trust? Could she rebuild a love that had been so profoundly tested? The journey was fraught with setbacks and moments of doubt. There were times when the pain felt insurmountable, when giving up seemed easier than fighting for a love that seemed irrevocably broken. Section 9. A Fragile Trust. Slowly, painstakingly, they began to rebuild. It started with small gestures, a shared cup of coffee, a gentle touch, a listening ear. They learned to communicate their needs, their fears, their hopes for the future. Trust, once shattered, had to be reforged, piece by fragile piece. It was a conscious decision, a daily act of faith in each other and the love they were trying to salvage. There were moments of anger, tears, and accusations, but there were also moments of tenderness, forgiveness, and a love that refused to be extinguished. They held on to those moments, drawing strength from the knowledge that they weren't alone in their struggle. They learned that love wasn't about perfection, but about accepting each other's flaws and supporting each other through life's inevitable storms. They learned that forgiveness wasn't a sign of weakness, but an act of courage and a testament to the enduring power of love. Love's resilience. Their love, tested by fire, emerged stronger. They weathered the storm and came out forever changed. Their love, forged in pain, emerged unbreakable. They learned the true meaning of commitment. Love wasn't just a feeling, it was a choice. The scars of the past remained, a reminder of their journey, but the scars no longer held them captive. Section 11. A Love Transcendent. Jack found true love in the messy, complicated reality of life. True love wasn't about finding the perfect person, but loving someone deeply, flaws and all. Love was about respect, trust, and unwavering support. Forgiveness was an act of courage that freed him from the past. Together, Jack and Anna embraced the future. their love a testament to the enduring power of the human heart.